All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our generative AI course, and we're still going over our course. We're still going over our project details and how we're going to enter our project over the cloud using the AWS. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, unfortunately, I still wasn't able to solve the problem with the R requirements.txt, where we actually installed those into our cloud VM. But I did remind myself that it's not really that big of a deal because this is his project that we're doing, so I'm not too concerned as long as I copy all of the steps that we need down to move forward and do what we got to do to actually implement our own projects in the future. So as you can see here, let me well, I did need that page over 1 second. Let me go back to that really second. So as you can see, I just took the notes on what we're going to do. I did try to do the pip install again for the requirements. It still didn't take, so I just took notes and kept moving forward. So now that we have installed our requirements, assuming that we have our own project and we installed the requirements or whatever other packages we need to run our project, this is what we're going to do next. We will run our application. This is how we will do that with this command. We did the Python 3-m streamlit run streamlit.app.py. Of course, I tried to do that. Let me show you what we came up with when I tried to run that. So it says here no module name Streamlit. Again, these are all packages inside of my main generator file, this file here, but for some reason they're not being accessed. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. Like I said, we're moving on and we're just taking notes on how we can move forward instead of trying to implement his project. So that's that. Let's move forward. Now we still have the, let me look at here. Running this command will display our app and show that it is running. Now we will go over the steps of accessing this application. First, we will go back to our instance and find the public IP address. Let me show you how we did that. So from here, we just went back here to the instance page and we found our public IP address, which is this here, and we copied it. And that's what we're going to use to actually access our project. Now, how are we going to access the project? We will actually copy that number into our browser, and then we're actually going to add a colon behind it, and then we're going to add the numbers 8501. This is actually the port number. I'm not sure if that's just a generated, that's just the default port number for everything, or that's just the default port number that he had for his project. But that's what he used to actually access his project in the browser. So that's when I put in just to show the steps. So yeah, we went to the instances, we got the IP address, we put it into the browser, we added a colon, and then we added a port number. Now, before we can do this and run it, we have to configure this port number so we can actually run it and access the application in the browser. Now, that's why I stopped it at. Like I said, I don't want to move too far ahead because now I am totally relying on him and just copying him because I can't do it and follow along myself. So I do have to rely heavily on watching him and see what he does. So I am going to take it step by step. So we left it there. So we can pick up tomorrow with a fresh mind and pick up exactly where we left off. So the last thing we did go over was getting that IP address from the instances, adding a colon, and then adding a port number. That's going to actually access our application over the cloud. But again, before we can do that, we have to configure this number, and we're going to do that tomorrow. And of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.